What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. I am Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan
Hey,
and the Legolas of our fellowship, Charlie Hickman.
nice. That's cool.
Did you say legless?
Legolas.
Or Legolas? Okay. All right. I thought you called me legless, which
no.
doesn't offend me, but
It
just
also
didn't know if you were
wouldn't fit with the
if you
fellowship,
knew something I didn't.
That's
Yeah. Well, the fellowship. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. While you're here, we'd love to interact with you, so make sure you comment down below. And whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening in on the audio version of the podcast, wherever you get your podcast, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up or star rating or whatever it is and subscribe, or else Dylan is going to come over to your house and he's going to sign you out of all of your streaming networks so that you have to go through that blankety blank /activate on your phone or remember your password. It's not fun. Not fun. So make sure you subscribe. And then you can come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and see what we're talking about. Kind of like this week's topic. We are doing another one of our fantasy drafts, and this time we're doing fantasy epic. So we're doing a fantasy draft. Blow your mind right there.
So
fantasy
meta.
Epic. Charlie, what is a fantasy epic? Describe this for us.
Okay, this is going to be the weirdest of the drafts we've done so far. So, boys, strap in. And if you're watching, if you've seen some of our other drafts, there's going to be a few little twists and turns along the way. I will try my best to act as Dungeon Master and guide us on this journey. And by the way, if you guys play Dungeons and Dragons out there, we were talking before, I'd like to start playing. Come be my friend and let's play Dungeons and Dragons together.
All right, well, that wasn't quite a description of this, but what we're going to be doing, we're going to be drafting characters.
Fantasy movie. What do you want? Characters from fantasy movies.
Fantasy. All right, fine.
They're
we're
not.
We're going to draft.
The categories are weird. Just bear with me.
Draft characters into a team. At the end, you guys comment down below who you think wound up with the best team. So they're all going to be characters from TV and movies. It's going to be a good old time. All right. Well, let's go over there, Charlie. You can tell us what is going on here.
Okay, so I toyed around with the idea of this for a little bit, but we're gonna do it real simple, real streamlined. We're gonna have a little spinner. We're gonna spin, and we're gonna be assigned a character. If you are familiar with the TV show Community, you will recognize some of these names from the episode Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which was the second Dungeons and Dragons episode in season 5. Now, each character, what you, Brody, and you, Tudong, do not know is that each character will come alongside with a class, a Dungeons and Dragons class, and also a location of where your quest will take place.
Ooh,
but cool. Just so there's no shenanigans, I am not controlling the spinner. That is left up to fate. Okay.
There it is. There's our spinner of fate.
All right. Why don't we let Tudong go first?
Yeah, I was going to say, normally we use a spinner to see who goes first, but we can just start up in Tudong because he is up in that corner right next to the spinner.
Hey!
All right.
Spin it for me, bro.
It's spinning. Oh, that is just barely a 4.
Dylan the Dingleberry. Perfect. That is perfect.
So just because I got a 4, I'm Dingleberry. That means I'm Chang.
No. Okay, so we are disconnecting the character from Community to you. So you're not Chang, but you are a druid. Okay. Now the druid is a playable character class. They wield nature-themed magic, and unlike clerics, druids do not have special powers against the undead and some other things that we don't need to get into the specifics, but nature magic, Dylan. Nature magic. So as you build your team and go on your quest, think about nature magic. And that nature magic's going to come in real handy for you because you will be doing your quests in the year 2154 on the mine of on the moon of Pandora in the Avatar universe. So that's where you are.
Druid in the Avatar universe.
Avatar. Great. I think I've seen that movie once.
Nature, baby. Nature magic.
Nature nature stuff too. You love nature.
Get to like walk up to a different nature and start downloading through tentacles and whatnot.
All right, Brody, if you spin a 4, then we're going to just add 1. Does that sound good?
Sure. Is this for me or is this for you?
This is for you.
Number 1, baby.
Oh, tiny nuggins.
Good.
Look at you, Brody. So cute. You guys are getting the best ones. Tiny Nuggins is one of my favorite names of all time. That is the name of my second-born son.
Poor.
No, I tease. I tell it the jokes. All right, so Brody, you are Tiny Nuggins. You are a rogue. A rogue or thief is, one of the character classes here. You are capable of sneaky combat and nimble tricks, stealthy, dexterous, etc. Okay, which is going to come in handy as you go on your quest in the universe of Labyrinth.
Wow! Oh, that's
David
cool,
Bowie
bro.
and all the magic.
Don't say piece of cake, because every time you say that in Labyrinth, bro, something bad happens. That's like a rule in Labyrinth. Don't say piece of cake.
Okay. Been a
All right,
long
let's
time
find out
since
my
I've seen
faith
that
here.
movie.
Turn back, Sarah.
Oh, nice. Number 3.
All right, I am Hector, the well-endowed.
Shocking.
Annie Edison would be proud.
She
All
was
right,
down both episodes.
yes, she was. All right, so that makes me the barbarian. Which is kind of self-explanatory.
I wanted the barbarian.
Well, too bad. I'm the barbarian, and if you thought you were jealous before, I get to do my quest in Middle Earth. So suck it.
Oh, man. I have the beard for it.
What? You shouldn't have been Tiny Nuggins.
Who's the who's the one that you can't see under? I can't see under Dingleberry.
Tristram Steelheart.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And Sir Riggs Diehard would have been the paladin. Well, that would have been fun. Oh well, that's right. Okay, so that's all we need the spinner for. Everything else is going to be drafting. So we get to everything else from here. You are picking your own things. Just keep in mind your class. So like the stats or like the things that your character is good at, and your location of where you are, because it will make a difference as we go.
Oak and Labyrinth. All right. Well, let us go to our first picking category. The reason for our quest.
All right, Dylan, do you want to go first here?
Charlie, you want to list the reasons here? Since
Sure. So the reasons for your quest: love, revenge, glory, riches, or to save the world.
And it's Avatar. Unbelievable. I'm not going to go with love.
Gotta be love.
No,
Gotta be love, bro.
Preposterous. And I certainly don't want to save Avatar ever.
And
But
save
if I go,
Pandora.
yeah, that's exactly what Pandora needs. It needs saving after 20 years or so. No, see, I don't want to be upset. You know what? I do want to be upset. Let's go with revenge. We're gonna be.
I was shocked that you weren't going to pick revenge. I thought for sure that was right off the bat. No problem.
Revenge, yeah. We might
Revenge
as well.
for the fact that you're Dingleberry.
I don't mind being Dingleberry. I mind being in Pandora, and I want revenge for it. I'm revenging. I'm a revenge.
Revenging all over the place.
All over.
All right, bro. What are you picking? Love, glory, riches, or saving the world?
Just because it matters to me. Can we go you next? That way we're going clockwise.
Oh, sure.
It just makes so much more sense to go clockwise. I can't handle it.
All right. Well, I am a barbarian in Middle Earth, so I am going to save the world.
To save Middle Earth. Everybody's leaving Middle Earth.
Not once I'm done saving it.
Nice.
So for me, because I'm a rogue going through the labyrinth, I feel like riches.
I like it.
Good. That's the stuff. That's
Walk around. I'm gonna sneak around as the rogue, steal.
But none of us did it all for the glory of love. So sad.
or just glory.
All right. Next category. Sometimes likable sidekick.
All right. So I see why you didn't want to go second. You didn't want first pick here. I get it. So our sometimes likable sidekick choices are Donkey from Shrek, Snarf from the Thundercats universe, Turk from Brody's favorite movie Tarzan, Olaf from the Frozen series, or Musa Jar Jar Binks from the Star Wars universe. Boy, this kind of feels like a lose, 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 lose. I'm gonna go with Olaf. No,
Go for
not in Middle Earth. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make it. He's gonna melt all over the place. It's a terrible choice. I'm gonna be carrying around a puddle with a. I guess he survived in some beachy areas in a song at least. Snarf, snarf. Oh gosh, they're all terrible. God, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go with Jar Jar. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I think there's a chance that he's an evil Sith, and that could come in handy. And I will have no problem sacrificing him if needed be for my quest.
I feel like Donkey because it's Middle Earth. You could have rode him around. They're pretty big. There's a lot of walking.
You think Hector the Well Endowed's gonna be able to ride on top of Tiny Donkey from Shrek? No, sir.
You know, bro, you're in the labyrinth, so I mean, you have a lot more of miles to traverse in the labyrinth, and you're just tiny nuggets. It's not like you've got a lot of places. Like it's not like
That's true.
On the stride, you're gonna need something to, to ride.
I mean,
Plus, Donkey's like an onion, a lot of layers.
None of these characters are good for stealth. They're all going to be loud. To give my position.
Snarf, not loud. Snarf.
Everybody's good. So I guess I'm gonna go with Olaf. At least he can make me laugh.
Okay, there you go. And if he gets that, you could always just melt him down if he's too loud, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, turn his mouth to ice.
And then drink him. You get thirsty, you just melt him down, drink him up.
Exactly,
no problem.
Exactly.
Good. I always liked Snarf. He got a bum rap. I'm going to Snarf. Snarf.
Snarf.
Crap. I'm like, it's okay, Snarf. It's okay. Come here, Snarf. It's all right. I like Snarf. I was like,
if you're watching this and you're unfamiliar with Snarf, do yourself a favor. Go ahead and Bing it. Look up that Snarf character.
Bing Snarf.
Yeah, you just Bing it up. By the way, we got a new sponsor for the podcast. It's Bing, so we will be referencing anything you need to search online as Binging it. We're Binging it back, making it cool again. Bing it,
Not
kids.
Really sponsored, but if Bing wants to sponsor us, we would be more than happy.
This is how you get sponsors, bro. You just start it. You start the trend. # Bing it. All right.
All right.
Bing it on, Brody. What are we doing?
Cloth.
All right, so you are picking a zesty warrior in a loincloth to accompany you on your journey. We have Tarzan, Beastmaster, Conan the Barbarian, He-Man, and of course, Jake Sully.
What?
Now, if you're sitting there looking at that and thinking, who's Jake Sully? I don't know who that is. That's because the Avatar movie came out a freaking decade ago and nobody remembers it.
I did look at it and I
purposely put that in there. Because I had to look up the guy's name and I couldn't remember what it was, and I saw it and I was like, "There's no way that's the guy from Monsters Inc. That's not Avatar, Sully. Come on."
I had no idea who that was. Oh, this is a tough one, Charlie. Tough one. My initial reaction
lot of lovely loincloths
says Tarzan because I love the Tarzan, Disney, but what I love more than Tarzan, I'm taking
nice.
Conan.
Good choice.
Unbelievable, broed. Conan
You
in
took
the
Snarf. It makes sense for you to take He-Man.
Conan in the labyrinth. He's gonna just
He can see above the the walls. Who's got more stealth than Conan? You tell me that right now.
Well, Tarzan. Doesn't Tarzan have nothing but stealth?
Tarzan can't even communicate.
Well, I mean, you know,
Well,
yeah.
Dylan, there's an obvious Avatar choice here, since you are in the
That's
Avatar
very
universe.
true. You
I
are
will
in
never-
that universe.
I thought we were doing a warrior in a loincloth, not an annoying sidekick. I
He was in
not.
a loincloth.
That's fantastic for him. I don't care what setting I'm in. I'm going to go with him, as a matter of fact. That's who I'm going to go with. I have the power, and he's going to just chop heads. Bro, I can't believe you took Conan, because Conan would have chopped heads all throughout Pandora. Can't believe it's called Pandora as well. Unbelievable.
I
I
can't
want to
wait.
make. Oh, let's go get the unobtainium.
I can't wait for Dylan's team to be all like 80s Saturday morning cartoons.
I know,
that are all out for revenge.
What's gonna be great is when this episode releases after the Avatar sequel comes out and is like a global smash, and everyone loves Avatar again, and we're just a couple of jerks on here going, Avatar. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Beastmaster. I thank you guys so much for leaving me the Master of Beasts, because as I traverse Middle Earth, I will be running into nothing short of a myriad of beasts. And who better to master than the Beastmaster?
Can you master all
Huzzah.
beasts?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did he have a sword?
He doesn't need a sword to master the beasts, Dylan. He can master them with his mind, with his muscles, with his loincloth.
That's a good point.
Dylan, I can't believe you didn't take Jake Sully. Like, it's like a local guide. Somebody can get you in with all those tribes, and you're like, nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because I'm not trying to save the Earth. I'm out for revenge. I am revenging, bro. I'm not trying to. I still can't believe you took Conan. Unbelievable.
Well,
Dylan, you have a chance for revenge here. You get to pick your warrior princess. So you grab Xena, the warrior princess, Wonder Woman, Princess Leia, Princess She-Ra, or Princess Elsa from the Frozen universe.
Now,
Tudong, there's one that's that you need here.
Which one do I need, bro?
I think you know which one.
It's on brand. Come on now.
There's only one choice for you, Tudong.
I know. I'll go with She-Ra.
I was going to say Xena, the warrior princess.
I was going to go with Xena, the warrior princess, until you convinced me I got to go with Saturday.
No, don't pick She-Ra. You've already got He-Man. You don't need He-Man and She-Ra.
It's going all Saturday morning cartoons.
All right.
I was going to go Xena, but you convinced me, bro.
I convinced
you. We are going to revenge all over Pandora. You thought that the other folks were going to get the unobtainium, and I'm like, guess what? We don't even want your unobtainium. We're leveling this entire planet.
Me and all these cartoons.
Me and all the Where's Lion-O? I'm trying to. Come on, he's the only one I need in this team now. Come on, give me some Lion-O.
We'll see. We'll see what's waiting. All right, this is hard. If I'm saving the world, okay, so Wonder Woman would be fantastic as a world saver, but also Princess Leia has literally saved the universe before, and she can Superman fly in space, which is pretty handy. She does the
Superman fly in the actual atmosphere.
But I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman. I think she fits my build. A lot of versatility, and she has an invisible jet that we can fly on. So that's handy.
Oh, there you go.
That's true. Speaking of terrain,
I'd like to see you all fit in that jet. But...
Well, Jar Jar won't be coming along in the jet. Be
run alongside.
Just me, Wonder Woman, and the Beastmaster.
All right. Well, looking at, so I have Xena, I have Princess Leia, and I have Elsa. I think Elsa was a queen. Yes, at one point.
She was like, she's got like
Queen
freezing
Elsa.
power. And by the way, she
She
was a
didn't start. She
horrible.
didn't start the Frozen movie as Queen.
She was she didn't she started the movie as a little child, and then she was a terrible queen. She didn't care
Oh, fine.
about her people.
You know what? My Frozen knowledge. Admittedly, there's some holes. If you want to change it to Anna, that's great. Princess
No,
Anna,
no,
who
no,
has
no,
no powers.
powers at all.
no, because I'm taking Elsa. She's got powers. She can freeze stuff. She'll keep Olaf alive.
Yeah.
Also,
made
him.
like a frozen mist is going to be perfect for sneaking around.
Poor loincloth Conan.
Doesn't
She's
even pick
one.
people with powers.
She with her and all of her people were like freezing to death, and she's like, I'm gonna go discover myself instead. As a queen,
He didn't know she was freezing.
she didn't care.
And yes,
in the first
I know
movie, the
Wonder
cold
Woman
doesn't
has
bother
super strength.
her anyway. In the first movie, the cold never bothered her anyway, but in the second movie, she gets cold. So
Yeah.
there needs to be a bit of an investigation done on that. I'm not sure
She built
how cold she can make
house for
things.
herself, and yet now she's bothered by the cold. What was her plan?
All right, well, hey, save it for the Frozen podcast. All right, let's get to our next category. All right, this is an
Giant.
interesting one. So I looked up the tallest actors to play characters in movies and picked 5 of my favorites. So, but we're not drafting the actor. We're drafting the character. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So the giant choices here are Lurch, who comes in at a whopping 7 feet tall. We have Fezzik. Anybody want the peanut? At 7'4". We have co-pilot Roger Murdoch from the Airplane film at 7'2". We've got Bigfoot from Harry and the Hendersons at 7'2", and we have Carl from Big Fish coming in at a whopping 7'6". All of these are great for stealth in the labyrinth. So I guess I'm up first.
Charlie, you're up first.
I'm a little torn here. My heart says Fezzik because he's my favorite of these characters. But I do have a Beastmaster and a Bigfoot with a Beastmaster.
Oh,
let me tell you something.
wow.
Now we're cooking. We're cooking a little grease fire here. But then again, Wonder Woman has a plane and she's a pilot. Do I want co-pilot Roger Murdoch, who's definitely not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? I'm gonna go Bigfoot.
I think that's a good choice because Bigfoot was the last on my list because you specifically said Harry and the Hendersons, to which he just destroys everything through that movie.
Yeah.
But not if there was a Beastmaster there.
That's true. He couldn't
tame the mighty Bigfoot.
That's
By
true.
the way, if you have never seen Harry and the Hendersons, do yourself a favor, being the ending where like John Lithgow is like slapping the poor beast and trying to like white fang him to like leave. It is a really uncomfortable watch. I mean, that is some monster stuff. Poor Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like getting hit by a child. You're like, you're gonna hit me.
I get hit by my kids all the time. It sucks. Let me tell you something. They hit hard and without mercy. Tiny Nuggins is dropping elbow bombs on various regions, and I'm gonna tell you, it does not feel good.
All right. Well, for my giant.
Now, bro,
hey,
I gotta.
Well said, bro. Remember the movie My Giant with Billy Crystal?
Yeah. I gotta say, there's only one choice for you on this one, bro, because there's only one person who could actually be stealth. Almost says, in fact, in the movies, he says nothing. In the TV show, he says very, very little.
You rang.
Yeah, he doesn't say a.
But Fezzik seems.
Also, if you want just the height, you could get Carl, and he could probably see over a lot of the labyrinth. He's true. Like, just go left.
I seem to remember Carl and I don't remember him moving particularly. I don't know. I think Fezzik, he knows how to fight. I think between Fezzik and Conan, got some real muscle on my team,
Okay.
so that if
All
I
right.
do get
What
caught stealthing,
or in a labyrinth? You're not revenging.
there's
You're
creatures all over. I need these guys to come in and take out all these creatures that are
Muppets.
jumping out
All
of the
these
floor.
Muppets.
Yes.
All of these Muppets. I'm on a Pandora here, and you're taking these things to fight Muppets. Unbelievable. I'm on a mission of revenge, and you're trying to solve the labyrinth, and you need muscle?
You're just
I
mad
mean,
that I took
technically,
Fezzik.
I'm
I mean, he
mad.
wasn't that good a fighter. I mean, he was more of a poet.
I'm going Lurch because you know what? Sooner or later, he's gonna get upset. He's gonna be supernaturally upset, like Adam's Family style. And I believe he'll fall in line and he'll start slitting throats, chopping off heads. We're
Yeah, I think
revenge.
it's a good call. I think he's basically unkillable. So I think you're good.
I'd like to. I hope so.
Also, can you imagine the conversations between Fezzik and Olaf? Wait.
Yeah, it'd be something.
It'd be something. It would be something.
All right.
It would be
Let's move
something.
on.
All right. So in honor of Dylan, we're gonna pick your favorite Robin Hood to join your band of merry men. You can pick the Disney cartoon version, the Kevin Costner I'm an Englishman version, Errol Flynn. You can have the Carrie Elwes Men in Tights version, very nice, or very angry and might throw a cell phone at you, as well as an Arrow Russell Crowe version.
Oh, wow. Now, Charlie, have you ever seen the Errol Flynn version?
I have seen clips of it, but not watched the entire film.
There's a scene where he wins the archery tournament, and he breaks free, and panic just ensues. You see in the background, everybody is running, and I'm just kind of like, he just kind of like breaks free, and people are just out of there. They're like, we're out. I love it, and for no reason. And I'm just like, why is everybody so like? He's not like he's like a tornado or anything. It's just one guy, but people are just it's pandemonium. Given that, and I love the.
It's not.
I get to go
But wait,
first.
Oh,
Brody's pick.
go ahead.
Well, I know what Dylan would pick. That's not.
You know what Dylan has to pick.
Yeah. This is the hard one for my team because this is kind of.
Bro, have you seen the Errol Flynn version? Because A, he's smart. B, he's a sword fighter, like a serious sword fighter. Archer, stealth. He is like all over the place. Perfect for Labyrinth. It's hard.
Here's my thought. I want to pick Russell Crowe, but I
Okay.
don't know if it fits my particular.
Why not? Why doesn't it fit your team? It actually falls perfectly in line with your team.
Convinced me. I'll pick Russell Crowe. I mean, they're all the same characters, so they're all going after riches. They're all, it's not
True.
like one guy is doing something completely different. I'm going after riches. All of these guys want.
That's true. That
They
is
all fire a bow and arrow, which
they robbed
I'm a
the rich.
rogue, so I probably also fire a bow and arrow.
True.
Well, a little bit of redundancy never hurt.
I
guess
Dylan,
I'm more of a knight.
Are you going to stick with your cartoon build?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
to.
you're nimble. You're nimble, bro.
One of them is at least is Robin Hood. She I'll put that on and she just watches it, which is shocking. Like of all the movies we've shown her, she's like Robin Hood is one of them, and I'm like, all right, so I got to go Disney cartoon Robin Hood. I've got it. And we're supposed to be on a mission of revenge. They're going to convince
me to go.
Huh?
I'm tempted to go Men in Tights just because the idea of erupting into song randomly and I love a good British accent, and gosh, Carrie Elwes he's a charming young man, but I'm going to go with Costner here.
I was going to say
because he was a great warrior. And I'm on the off chance that Christian Slater's going to show up to hang out. That's like an added bonus. He's going to walk up and say, "Hey, I'm also not talking in a British accent."
Just so
Maybe Morgan Freeman shows up. It's the Robin Hood of my youth. I'm taking Costner.
Also, it's Middle Earth. A lot of them speak accents.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, Costner does not.
Starts with an English accent.
I will say, hey, better no accent than him trying to do a bad British accent. I will give him credit for that.
I don't give him credit at all, as a matter of fact. How's he getting paid that much money? And he's like, sorry, I cannot do it.
All right, we're moving on.
Right.
All right, Dylan, you go first this time. Your category here is minstrel. And we are zeroing in on children's performers. So your choices are Blippi, Barney the Purple Dinosaur. You can have one Wiggle from the Wiggles. You can have one banana in a pajama, or you can have Rafi, because someone needs to sing the tale of revenge.
Who's Rafi?
He sings Baby Beluga. I mean, I if you don't know who Rafi is, I don't know that there's a way I could describe Rafi to you that you're going to go like, oh, Rafi.
I'm going to go.
He does concerts for children. Used to.
I don't want an actual like a banana in a pajama and a Wiggle and I'll go Barney, I guess. Give me some felt. Give me a suit.
Barney's a good choice.
Give me some dubs
there. Because maybe Barney gets angry and he is a dinosaur. He starts tearing into some flesh.
He'll tear.
We're a family.
I've got like well, it's very Saturday morning cartoon, so it makes sense. All of the characters. Is Blippi a cartoon or is he a?
He is both. It is a kind of a Pee Wee Herman-esque character that has kind of got both a live action and a cartoon version, and there are multiple Blippies.
Barney is my choice. I'll go with Barney. I'll go with it.
I'm gonna go with Rafi here because I think of all these performers, he's the best musician and the most creative songwriter. And when they're writing the tale of Jar Jar, Bigfoot, Wonder Woman, the Beastmaster, and Hector the Well-Endowed, I really want it to be a catchy and memorable tune, not some flash in the pan, style over substance kind of performer. So
it fits. It sounds like it fits.
All right, and for me, because I'm going through Labyrinth with a lot of puppets and people in suits, I'm going to go with one of the bananas in pajamas. They were in suits, right? Were they people in suits?
I think they wore pajamas, Brody.
There's a person.
I think that was kind of the thing.
In pajamas.
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like the bananas were wearing like a suit with like a tie.
Oh no.
Great. That.
Hey, welcome to Bananas in Pajamas. Today we're wearing suits. We're going on our first job interview. It's an appealing show.
Wow.
All right, lastly, we have magical flying creature.
All right, so these are all from various fantasy movies. We have Pegasus, the Hippogriff, Falkor, Appa from The Last Airbender, if you're unfamiliar with the anime, and the Flying Monkeys from The Wizard of Oz.
All of them?
How many?
Or just one?
You can have 3.
Ooh.
How many do you want? What's the equivalent amount of monkeys? What is all of them? How many are all of them?
There were like
thousands. Do you remember? Like there was like dozens. There was like hundreds of them flying around. They picked up like Dorothy and stole her.
Okay, they're enough to carry everyone in your team to fly. So 2 per person in your team.
Who goes first?
You.
Oh, I go first?
Me.
Yeah.
Why don't you go first, bro? You go first.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like based on my team, Falcor would fit well as kind of a
Oh, cool.
uppity thing. But he also talks and laughs really loudly.
He does.
I I like the idea of a hippogriff, but does each person do I get multiple hippogriffs? One. I need my whole
Let's
team.
just say, let's say, for the sake of argument, that you can have enough of whatever creature is in here to transport your entire team.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
If that's the case, then I'm going to take hippogriff.
Yeah. How come it's not part hippopotamus? Hippopotamus.
I thought its aggression was the hippopotamus part because it's supposed to be very aggressive. Hippopotamuses will attack all the time. Like they don't even care. They look so cute, and then like they're just like, "I'll kill you. I'll either stomp you or I'm gonna eat you."
Well, I mean, they get very, very hungry. So,
They do.
all right,
So,
Dylan, what are you picking?
oh, I'm going flying monkeys. I hope
Oh, perfect for revenging.
perfect for avenging. Fly. I'd be like the Wicked Witch of the West, only I'm a druid. Get
As much
dark.
as I enjoy saying Falcor, and I would love to imagine Hector the Well Endowed on his knees, world hanging in the balance, and he's yelling Falcor. He could do that without Falcor flying him around. We're gonna take Appa from the Last Airbender, this beautiful magical creature, because I don't need multiple Appas. That we can all fly on the one, and
What an
that's
Appa is.
my pick there. You
Yeah,
gotta
I'm not.
watch. You gotta watch Avatar. If you neither of you have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's a great anime. Watch some anime, guys. Come on, expose yourself to different things.
I watch
Expose
anime.
yourself the way that Hector the Well Endowed would expose himself to different things. All right. Well, that concludes our fantasy draft. Shall we review our teams?
Yeah, Charlie,
Yeah.
can you lay it out for us?
I sure can. All right. Dylan the Dingleberry is a druid. The triple D. Dylan, that was awesome. Dylan Dingleberry Druid is out for revenge on the Avatar world Pandora moon in the year, 2154. And he is killing people left and right with Snarf, He-Man, She-Ra, Lurch, and the rest of the Saturday morning cartoon crew. He's got a Disney Robin Hood, very good, Barney the dinosaur, and a team of flying monkeys for transportation.
You want to hear something funny? The voice of Robin Hood was also on both Cheers and Frasier. The guy, he was on both in different characters.
I didn't realize Kelsey Grammer did the voice of Robin Hood. All right, so for Brody's team, we have Tiny Nuggins at the helm. What a clever little rogue he is. Nimble, quick, and dexterous. He is only out, however, for riches in the land of the labyrinth. At the center of the maze lie the riches. So he brings along, of course, Stealth Snowman Olaf, Conan the Barbarian,
Of course.
Princess and or Queen Elsa, where sometimes it's too cold, but sometimes the cold doesn't bother, but she's always good at letting it go. We got Fezzik the poet. We've got Russell Crowe's Robin Hood, one banana in a singular pajama, and a team of hippogriffs to fly them around.
Nice.
My team consists of Hector the Well-Endowed, barbarian in Middle-earth, on a quest to save the world with his companion Jar Jar Binks, the Beastmaster, Wonder Woman, Bigfoot, a very plain-spoken Kevin Costner, Robin Hood, Rafi in his beard and his guitar, and Appa flying us all around. I tell you, I don't know what the mission is to save the world, but whatever it is, I know that my team's going to pull it off.
Perfect.
I don't know if I could only watch one of these movies, though. Pick mine.
Shocker.
An interesting movie.
Probably because you stole Conan. Which Conan would you take, by the way? Because there's Conan, like, there's the Jason Momoa, there's the Schwarzenegger, there's the comic book version.
Schwarzenegger.
and that's Schwarzenegger.
Come on now.
Schwarzenegger.
Come on now, Dylan.
I,
I would watch Dylan's
One.
if
Come
you told me.
now. Fight
If you
I
told me that
Tom
Barney the dinosaur was going to be ravaging people, I would want to watch that.
on Pandora. It makes sense that Dylan is on like an animated world with all these characters.
I thought you did a good job. These would all make great movies. So Hollywood, I know you're watching. You tune in every week just to get some ideas.
Saturday morning.
The Avatar 3 sequel practically writes itself. Due in theaters in the year 2045. So
not with this one.
We hope you had some fun. Let us know in the comments maybe some of your favorite fantasy epic movies. Are you excited about the Community movie that's coming? Will you play Dungeons and Dragons with me? And let us know about our teams. Hit up Tiny Nuggins or old Dingleberry Dylan and let us know what you think. And stay tuned for more content. Make sure you click more videos below the beard. Hit that like and subscribe below the weird. And we'll see you next time.
Keep on fantasying.